Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, let's go.
Welcome everyone to the
Flash.
second of the day. Melting sweep. Yeah, we have
I can't believe kids play melting again.
Yeah, they agreed to play melting, both of them. So we're gonna be seeing a melting match, and hopefully this one doesn't end disastrously. Okay, Kit is also doing 1-2. And lose a spirit. Excellent. Great start. Just fascinating, truly.
They both get strong spirits, so this might be a real melting match.
Let's fucking go.
Sparky did talk. Oh my god, Sparky also loses spirit against the exact same bandit. Okay, that's just too good. Yeah, Sparky did talk about how he was gonna just clear 1-1 to get spirit and then go to Oasis on 1-2, and it seems that Kid decided to do the same. We have Master Sparky against Kid here. Master Sparky is the current global record holder and also the previous melting record holder. And Kid is the current melting record holder with the record standing at 7-2 loop 14. So this is a real melting show-off.
Oh, Sparky takes a sledgehammer. Crazy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the sledgehammer pick.
True.
It's probably gonna pick long arms. Well, with trigger fingers especially, it's not gonna be bad.
Bazooka Joe.
Equal footing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Sparky gets long arms. The sledgehammer is honestly gonna be pretty nice here.
True, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Just he can hopefully he can get something better before loop 1.
Oh yeah, there's the entire pre-loop still. To surely get some better weapons.
Surely, yo. Sparky is a modern red player, huh?
Yeah, he uses it because it looks funny. That's the whole reason.
I don't like modern red.
Yeah, I play with default because I'm just used to it. Sparky reacting to that crystal at the end of the tunnel.
They're really evenly matched so far, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely neck and neck. Just a few seconds difference. Kid did get a splinter pistol somewhere though, and a jackhammer. Both of those are pretty nice. Especially
Sparky did get the jackhammer. Sparky just ignored it for some reason.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sparky doesn't have the splinter pistol then, which is pretty good compared to the laser pistol.
Yeah.
Ooh. First melting appearance where no one dies in Prelude Desert. Yeah, true. We're off to a great start, Kid.
I believe that modern reds have better pathfinding. Oh, not necessarily better, but they can go around corners better than old reds.
They're better going around corners.
You're in the corner. So.
So the thing with modern rads is the default rads, if the rads are behind the wall and you have to track them, they're just gonna get stuck at the wall. But with modern rads, they're gonna go around the entire wall into you. It's in a way, it might seem like it's just objectively better, but it really doesn't change much, and it can actually make some things more difficult, like some specific stars and bandit gameplay on deep loops. I can hear myself in some Semily's microphone. That is
insane. Let me change that real quick.
Alright, Sparky is fighting Little Hunter now. Kid also enters the same area. Kid does have the better weapons for Little Hunter, but I think Sparky should be fine. Yeah, no trouble. Jackhammer completely nullifies Little Hunter though, so that's nice.
Ooh. The reds can run away from you sometimes. That's how it makes it harder. Like you can end up red starving on bandits because of that.
How do spinny rads make bandits harder? Because if you're standing in a corner and attracting all those rads with, okay, Kit loses spirit.
Oh!
But if you're standing in a corner and you have modern rads on, what is gonna happen is all of those rads are just gonna fly around the entire, like your entire screen, all over the walls. So when you actually walk out of the corner to try and pick up the rads, what's gonna happen is it's gonna take longer for you to pick up all those rads because they're gonna have to travel from further away. But with classic rads, they're just gonna be bunched up in one spot. So when you stop touching the corner, you immediately pick up all of it. Sparky also loses spirit in labs. Better not turn into skeleton.
That would go so hard, actually.
Yeah, that would be probably the hardest thing ever in this tournament. Alright, picks Euphoria. Yeah, Euphoria is a good pick, especially for Palace with the Expo Guardians and everything. Taking it in that order makes sense. Get Spirit back. Everything is fine.
Salt Slugdrift is a very nice upgrade to laser pistol. I am surprised he didn't take Laser Brain earlier to accommodate the pistol, considering he took it for so long. But
Coward Slugger shot on that Guardian, yeah. Oh, Sparky finds a Lightning Hammer, and both of the players also get an Assault Slugger. Those are some pretty good upgrades.
I believe Kit is going to see the Lightning Hammer on this level, unless I missed the reference level.
I think Sparky got it in the last area. Yeah. Kid didn't
Yeah,
pick
it
it up.
was the last area. Kit Soroton chose the Jackhammer.
I can honestly understand that. I mean, the Jackhammer is so safe. It provides so much,
Yeah.
so much defense. Alright, Kit is doing some intentional rad starving to set up for detachment and 6 HP. I don't think that's really necessary, but they probably know better.
True.
Meanwhile, Sparky is already fighting Throne 1. Just one area lead so far. Kit is a very fast player. Recently, they've been doing a lot of melting runs preparing for the tournament, and some of their in-game times on their best melting runs have been kind of crazy. So
I think this will be one of the more interesting matches.
yeah, absolutely. As long as they don't die on early loop, it's actually going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't think the 12-minute rule is actually going to take in effect here. It's like extremely unlikely. But it's still going to be interesting to compare the gameplay between these two melting players, both of which have held the record on the same loop. Yeah, steroids. They didn't die in pre-loop desert. It's incredible. If they both get meta, this will be run of the year. Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. However, you really have to keep in mind that in this tournament, freeze frames are banned, and they're pretty much a crucial key part of melting deep loop runs. So without freeze frames, it's going to be a lot more difficult to stay alive on things like bandits and mom. Bandits specifically, it's going to be really tough. Kit is shooting at the
Sparky
throne.
does red tap on 7-3.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah. Kit finally destroyed the last generator. For some reason, they were shooting at Tron 1 without having done that. Belugi, I cleared the loop 25 as melting with no freeze frames. Sure, buddy. The recording got corrupted. I see.
He moved to another town.
Are you by any chance from the movie Twilight? Because you might be a werewolf.
What?
I don't understand this one.
Kit is used to using freeze frames a bit in situations. I wouldn't say Kit specifically. Freeze frames is basically an essential part of melting record runs. Like everyone uses it, and by everyone I mean me, Sparky, and Kit. The only three players who have gotten to Abyssal. Yeah, the 3 people who got to Abyssal melting at all. Freeze frames just makes it like, I wouldn't say much easier, I would say much more possible. Because without freeze frames, a lot of the further in fights are just way too hard.
If Kit kept going with a grenade rifle, that would have been a base pick.
Is that an incinerator? No, wait, what is that? What the hell is that? What? I can't tell what that weapon on Sparky's screen was. It was
It
something
looks
red.
to me like an incinerator. I would
Yeah, to
say
me, I
instead.
mean. Right, both of the players entering 1-2 at the exact same time. They completely equalized from 1-1. They're now absolutely neck and neck. And if you look at the timers, oh my god, how did the right guy do this? The timers are completely head to head. This is really interesting. Yeah, we're getting to see how both of these players approach these enemies in this generation. Both going Rabbit Poo. I don't know, I think Rabbit Pie is more consistent than Muscle, but Muscle is also a really good pick. Rabbit Pie just helps a lot during free cleanup, providing more health drops if you do happen to get hit, and Muscle just doesn't do it that well. Except the one in the middle. Oh yeah, that's fine, I mean... Yeah, the match has only been happening for 30 seconds, it's okay. This is where the real gameplay starts.
I was confused as to what he meant by one in the middle until now.
Alright, both of the players on 1-3 now, killing big bandits. Kit hit Ultra. Everything's completely fine here. Kit's weapons are extremely safe. And by weapons, I mean the... Oh, energy sword for Kit.
Energy sword. Very nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's very
Let's
good.
go.
Sparky should be getting that as well. Alright, we get detachment. Classic melting P12. No shenanigans there. Look at this legend. They assembled the P12. Yeah, Kit is so back. Now Sparky needs to clear this level. And this is actually going to be really interesting. Let's see if Sparky gets the energy sword. Yeah, he does. There we go.
The energy sword laser minigun is such a nice combo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sparky
yeah.
unfortunately does not have it. A slightly worse setup for Sparky. But it shouldn't make... it will probably make a difference, but it's nothing too meaningful.
I would say this is definitely the closest match I've seen throughout the entire tournament so far.
Yeah, it's
Unless they missed
completely
something
neck
brain
and neck.
then.
Sparky is lagging behind by like half a level right now, but they were going into 1-3 at the exact same time. Were in the rules that you had to take up the first chance you got. The rules are that you have to pick up Crown of Blood on loop 1-1-2 or 3-2. So they can pick Crown of Death here to do 6 HP melting, and then pick up Crown of Blood in Scrapyard. If they fail to do that in Scrapyard though, they will be disqualified, probably.
It is over.
You're supposed to take it as early as possible, and by as early as possible, Right Guy specified either Desert or Scrapyard Vault.
Yeah, it specifically says in the rules that it can be the 3-2 vault.
Unless versus Bean was close, if you looked at the actual distance. Yeah, absolutely, but Ness was a whole loop ahead in terms of speed. Bean was so far behind in terms of RTA. It was crazy. And not just RTA, IGT as well. He was just playing way slower. So if you accidentally blow up the vault, you lose? Yes! Only hardcore. Also, a heavy auto crossbow for Sparky is headed for 2 areas now. 2 or more areas, that's a nice weapon. The heavy auto griller.
It got it true, but I guess double energy is way better. Oh, I thought it was gonna be out of ammo for a moment.
Nah, it's fine. Kit has this under control. They've played this a million times. And also
But
have
Kit
died
has
a million
taken the
times.
lead. Like, not by much, but Kit is taking lead here. Laser
Yeah,
minis didn't work.
Kit played 1-2 and 1-3 a little bit faster than Sparky, and overall has a better ammo combination, just way faster. So they are gaining the lead slowly but surely, but yeah, it shouldn't matter.
Sparky drops Spirit and
Oh!
Assassin.
Sparky dropping Spirit.
Interesting, Sprite did it on the high focus.
Yeah, is that a fucking sim icon?
Vaguely reminds me of the Half-Life 2 effect, but I haven't actually played that game way through, so.
Super crossbow on kid screen. I wonder if Sparky is gonna take that. Oh, Sparky is taking a laser rifle. Yeah, he did talk about how he picked up a laser rifle once in like some random run that he did just to have double energy. I think I completely disagree with that pick, especially in this run,
Yeah.
considering that he has Rabbit Paw. There's no real reason to go double energy. Oh, there's a
He
lightning
gets
cannon.
the lightning cannon in anyways. He's fine.
That's definitely an upgrade. But otherwise, I wouldn't go with a laser rifle there. The heavy auto is really nice, and the
Yeah.
ammo situation would never get bad with Rabbit Paw.
Laser rifle just literally can't compare.
That's a minigun on kid screen. That's a fun weapon. Ah, the
I
lightning
would-
cannon
I-
goes so ham.
I would take that one, to be honest.
Gosh, I love that weapon so much.
I can't believe someone was slandering the lightning cannon in the Throne server the other day. They were saying that
Actually
it sucks.
ridiculous.
It's so good, man.
I could think it's like, me or Alyssa is slandering it.
Yeah, at this point, Sparky's setup is actually quite a lot better in terms of clear speed. And in terms of boss damage, Kit technically has the advantage, but when you consider the ammo that you have to spend, it's not an advantage.
Lightning cannon
Trash.
isn't trash. It's not trash, it just sucks against Throne, that's all.
Not remotely trash.
Sparky
Kid
seems
drops
Kid lost
very-
spirit.
nearly dies to
Oh,
a bug.
The Inspector could have been pretty close, goddamn.
Sparky was talking about how... Oh! Okay, he doesn't lose spirit, he has boiling maze. Actually, no. It was something else that hit him. He was talking about how he heard Little Hunter, and this is 5-2. I think he's going insane. the
I've had
meltingness
that
has gotten to his
happen
brain.
multiple times. I think one time was I heard Little Hunter on like 2 rap yards.
I've seen Mom on Frozen City levels several times. I still believe that she was there. It wasn't me seeing things.
Yeah, I had that exact same experience. I thought I saw something like taking profiles to sight.
That takes out Little Hunter, no biggie. The energy sword is too powerful. Sparky more
Yeah,
like
I'll
Sparky.
change the Yeti to Mom and introduce Yeti. For sure.
I don't think I've ever gotten the Yeti. It only happens
never
one day
seen
per
that.
year. And it's like, oh, Sparky loses spirit. That's not nice. Yeah, there was like a shielder, I think. Or some kind of IDPD enemy shooting from afar off screen.
Isn't what it's supposed to give extra mutation?
I don't think Redemption is supposed to give an extra mutation.
Redemption gives you an extra mutation if you do like some shenanigans with crowds or something, probably, but I don't know. I don't play Melting or Skeleton. I have no idea how any of that stuff works. Right, Kit entering Palace, the arch nemesis of Melting runs. And Kit's weapons are also not as good as Sparky. Oh, Plasma Cannon right there for Kit. That's very nice. That's a definite upgrade. Sparky will
That
also
was
be
big.
getting
How
that.
is what Boom Sasha?
Devastator for Sparky.
Yeah, Devastator. Yeah, I can totally understand that. The Devastator is quite a bit better than the Lightning Cannon for boss fights. Like you can line up some nasty diagonal shots on Throne 1, and it's a lot faster than the Lightning Cannon. So taking it for that is good to not lose too much speed. But he'll be getting the Plasma Cannon anyway, so that's nice.
Yeah, this Plasma Cannon does drop.
That's a pretty
thing is-
nice plasma reskin for Kit.
This thing is even worse than the Trash Cannon. Come on, Cloud9,
Come on.
you're just lying.
Devastator of a lightning cannon in general?
A
Are you
Devastator is
serious?
Devastator is a great weapon. I don't understand why people hate it.
I wouldn't say in general. We're so back, yeah. Sparky gets the Plasma Cannon. There we go. I wouldn't say in general. There's definitely places where the Lightning Cannon is better. Has better area coverage. Devastator is directional, but Devastator has more single damage. Also, as YV, Devastator is a lot better
Very
than
serves
Lightning
both
Cannon.
clearing. It's Definitely not as good as the plasma cannons, but I would say it's not incredibly far behind them in terms of clearing levels.
Lightning Cannon is not great for clearing, but it's very defensive. What do you mean, Leo? If you have double damage, the Lightning Cannon is incredible for clearing. Especially if you have Rabbit Paw, which both of these players do. Pretty nice seed from Melty. I don't know, I mean... Yeah,
We'll
they got
kind of
the
have to
Eastern...
see the later loops. With
They take Oasis at the start, they do a little bit of Starving, they take Crown of Death in 1-2 loop 1 to get detachments, so they get 1 HP plus 4 for Rhino, and then they take a Crown of Death and get the 1 HP back, and that's the shenanigans you have to pull to get 12 HP melted. 12 HP, 6 HP melted, with 12 mutation.
Yeah, the stupid thing about Crown of Death is that it just takes away 1 HP, so when you take it off, it gives you the 1 HP back, which is how you can get 6 HP detachment and 12 mutations. 12 HP melting. God, I wish.
Kid finds an Ultra Shovel in Loop 2000.
Oh, there we go. Alright, Kit has a mini Mega Meta. Plasma Cannon and Ultra Shovel. Sparky will be getting that as well. Yeah, okay. The Loop 1 was not spectacular, just an E-Sword, but Loop 2 is starting off really good. Late Loop 1 and this early Loop 2 with the Ultra Shovel drop, it's really nice. Ultra Spatula, yeah, sorry.
6 HP is huge over 4 HP, I think, but...
6 HP is just nice. It means you can take a Guardian shot.
Yeah, 6 HP does make a very big difference. You can take a lot more chip damage, especially with Bloodlust in consideration. It basically gives you more HP. It's not just 6. When you're clearing the level, it's more like 12. This projectile is very slow, it hits stuff around you, basically unlike Deva and PC that go through mobs into crowd. Yeah, true, but... Oops! Oh, E-shielders! Yeah, pretty bad luck there for Sparky. He also gets the usual now. It's grilling time.
They're both just cruising from here.
Yeah. It's just making sure that you don't make any mistakes when it comes to IDPD. Like letting some E-grunts fly around or something like that. That is usually the nemesis of these kind of runs. Just some random elite cop surviving and catching you off guard.
The one Inspector that almost caught Kid on Loop 1.
Yeah. Super Grill Cannon, when? Yeah, I don't know. Haven't seen it yet.
Next level first.
I actually really like Kid's Plasma reskin. It's pretty nice.
Really nice, yeah.
Sparky would mod like crazy about it and say that it looks like trash.
When Kid gets SCP, we'll definitely see it because I believe they have a huge edit.
Yeah.
Borderlands Griffin.
Kid's SPC is absolutely humongous. It looks weird when the character walks with it because the entire gun is just bigger than the character. Sparky is going.
The North Fleet is cool.
Sparky going to headquarters to save time.
Did I say
Didn't
SCP?
really save that much time. Yeah.
No, you get what I mean. SPC.
Kid gets SCP. Hasn't Kid played Lobotomy Corporation? Basically, close enough.
That's basically SCP, but for Reeves.
Yeah. SCP, but better.
So true.
2 smart guns to send that big chest. That is a very intellectual chest. Another lightning cannon for Sparky. I feel like we've seen a lot of good weapon drops from chests and big chests in this tournament. For their extra 3 mutations, what's the logic behind not having back muscle? The logic is that rabbit pies overall were consistently useful, at least I would say. One big issue with melting is freak cleanup, and rabbit paw makes it so that you get a lot more ammo drops, which also means you get more health drops. So when you're doing freak cleanup and getting hit by stray bullets, it's more likely that you'll get a health drop, immediately replenishing your health to full. It's very important for survivability on later bandit fights. And muscle is also very good, but mostly for Throne 2. Melting kind of destroys crystal caves, so That's another area where back muscle is usually very good, but for melting it's not really that important because the active just does crazy work on crystal caves. Of course, not in these early loops, but later on. And when you're picking mutations, you really have to care about what happens later on in a melting run.
You can't really afford to do just this, to just do decision on like the next area you're gonna go.
Yeah, muscle just wouldn't really
Is Kiss on 5 too here?
have that much impact. Yes.
Indeed, on 5 show.
Braided caves play. Yeah, that looked a little bit all over the place, but it's okay. Super Plasma Cannon. Super Cooking. Nah, there's only one bad word on my mind.
Super cooking product.
Okay. Super Cooking Pan. Yeah, true. That's a good one. My thoughts were much more impure.
True.
Super Plasma Cannon. Yeah, no.
Nah.
Yeah, Kid takes care of Little Hunter, absolutely no biggie. Moves over to Labs. Wonder 13 Labs. Still no
Sparky is
SPC.
still clearing 5-2.
Yeah. Please never speak again or I shall purge you from this insolent planet. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, there we go. Sparky is now gonna fight.
Kid got Super Plasma Cannon. Let's go.
Yeah, Super Plasma Cannon in Labs right before Loop 3. Wow, this is like the most classic kind of seed. All of the drops in this have been so generic. Their locations. So yeah,
it would be more generic if he got the Ultra Show in Frozen City.
Ah, true. So they're completely geared for Freak Loop gameplay right now. If this gets to Deep Loop melting
What the
matches,
fuck is that Super Plasma Cannon strike?
It's a Borderlands reference, I think. Freak spawning
So
instead of
big.
IDPT in Loop 3 technically makes the game easier. Yes, it's the entire reason that runs like Loop 12 plus are even possible. If we didn't have cop freaks, it just wouldn't really be feasible. You
It's
would run
even
out
more
of
ironic
rats.
when freaks were meant as a hard wall.
Yeah, the devs had no clue. That's why I call this game an accidental masterpiece. The best part about this game was not intended by the developers whatsoever. They just thought that people would get to Loop 4 and give up. But the best part about this game is everything beyond that. And it is very much playable and in a very, very interesting and very peculiar way with so many intricacies.
Shout out to that one rug stream where Rami was losing his mind. He did go far.
I know it's a Borderlands 2 reference, but why is it so big? Yeah, it's absolutely humongous. It's bigger than the character. It looks so stupid. The way the character walks with it on the back just looks really silly. SPC looked weird when it was smaller, so I just decided to make it bigger. There you go. There you have the
To be
answer from
honest.
Kit. Yeah, just make it bigger. Solution to everything. Wait,
To be
run didn't
fair-
end in 3 loop. Yeah. Okay, Sparky also has the Super Plasma Cannon now.
Honestly, to be fair, the regular SPC being small makes so it's absolutely impossible to discern what the fuck it's meant to be.
I feel like watching kids shoot their SPC, it almost feels like it has more impact. You know, that big thing shooting that ball, it feels like the ball does more damage. There's something in there. He got it in labs, so behind on commentary. We already reacted to Kid getting SPC in labs.
Yeah.
Come on. It was just only a matter of time until Sparky got his. Big SPC sprite OP because it provides a mental buff. Yeah, that's honestly true.
Exactly.
I want to resprite my Ultra Shovel to just an ultra screwdriver, so it looks really small. I'm probably gonna start playing worse.
It's like how I like Gatling Slugger more than Auto Crossbow, just because I feel like it hits harder.
I don't know which one I like more. I really like Gatling Slugger, and I also do like Auto Crossbow. I feel like Gatling Slugger is more reliable for me usually. But yeah, now these players, well, at least Kit already, are on loop 3. This is the first melting freak loop run. Neither of the players died pre-loop. This is actually, we're so back. It's insane. I hope this tournament makes people get a better view on scouting and melting. Yeah, better view like.
I hope it makes. I hope you mean a better view, as in a view of what a beat loop run looks like, not a better opinion on them.
It's not like these characters are actually good. They're still an objectively inferior competitive pick.
Someone playing Skeleton tournament would go hard, to be honest.
Bolts are cooler aesthetically and feel better to fire. I don't know about that. The auto crossbow is kind of inaccurate, honestly. I don't like the inaccuracy on the auto crossbow, and the Gatling Slugger projectiles are so big that
Honestly,
it's just easier to hit stuff with them, even if they have shorter range. I usually play close to enemies anyway. Sparky, we have never
I
been
liked
more back.
I liked Auto Crossbow more, and I didn't know it was inaccurate.
Alright. Both of the players in loop 3 as melting. This is actually incredible. Well, to me personally, the Gatling Slugger definitely has more impact when you're shooting it. It's just such a beast. The other crossbow looks kind of tiny. Tiny, puny. Not interesting. Like, pew 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 pew, I'm shooting Leo.
The sound effect also plays a part in that.
Yeah, sure. The crossbow is like... And the Gatling Slugger is like... Boom, boom, boom. It's way cooler. Avoids a van by 1 tile. Everything is fine on Sparky's stream. Sparky's stream frame rate feels like freeze frames. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It is lagging quite a bit more than Kit's. Maybe... Nah, probably not. I was...
He got the
maybe
German
my guy
internet.
had some weird setting. Yeah, he has German internet. I hope he reads this and dies. Okay. Alright. Mom destroyed. Kit has a 3 area lead right now. Definitely pulling ahead. Maybe not pulling ahead, but sustaining the lead that they already had before.
Yeah, they have been with this pre-area lead for a while now.
Ooh,
Sparky loses
dropped
spirit! What the fuck?
I think that was against the buff gator. Buff gator cheating through usual swings as always. Absolute arch nemesis of melting players. He's cheating with 10% freeze frames.
MP4.
Yeah, buff gators can suck my wiener. Sparky's probably checking for his stream quality. Doesn't matter. It's completely fine. Oh my god, Kid is just going ham, just walking inside all of the enemies. I feel like that's not a very good idea. You might just walk into a dog accidentally like that. But maybe Kid is paying very close attention to the enemies on the screen and actually bobbing and weaving in between all of the red dogs. Kid plays how melting should be played. Just going absolute ham. Oh, Sparky is changing his song. Okay. I'm listening to some Toho jazz, as always. Flags only take you to 4 HP? What do you mean?
Ivy is suggesting a mutation that's like boiling veins before buff gators.
Boiling cornflakes. Kid destroyed. Oh my god, Kid destroyed Little Hunter completely fine, but almost got Van. That was like 1 tile of horizontal space between Kid and Van there. is also posing now.
Sparky lost spirit again.
Oh no.
Don't die.
Yeah, maybe that's also on Kid's screen. Kid's gameplay, I feel like I'm not sure. I haven't watched Kid's latest few runs that they streamed, but I would be willing to make a bet that the way that Kid's gameplay looks right now, which is being completely mental sometimes, probably has something to do with freeze frames being disallowed. And Sparky losing spirit several times might also have something to do with no freeze frames. This is how Kid plays normally? Okay, yeah, it's probably true. Considering that Kid has been going fast recently on their runs.
It would be really funny if one of those runs died to a dog corpse.
That would be very tragic. I would cry. Super aggressive plays work? Yeah, of course. They work on any character. You just gotta do them well. It was like kind of hip to hate against playing fast, because everyone assumed that playing fast will always mean that you're gonna make more mistakes, which I disagree with.
We have seen how playing slow can fuck you up so many times.
Yeah.
Shout out
Like-
to Rug's lab clips where he doesn't push, so he just dies to a bunch of freaks.
Yeah, I think there is a golden middle to be had where you're not playing too safe and not playing too fast. But when it comes to playing too fast and too slow, I think playing like too fast, more to the right, is safer than playing too slow. As long as you're a very good player. Simply play fine and well. Yeah, true. Just avoid bans. I hope something like that doesn't happen this match. Actually, I hope that does happen. That would be very funny. I played fine. I played well. And the van got pushed into me. Ah, sipping my juice. What a great evening. I play better when I play fast usually. Yeah, there's lots of people like that. I think a lot of people are just too hung up on trying to play very safe. A kid gets exploded by the corner there. You said your new played bad on melting today? I think you were streaming. I didn't tune in because I was busy. Well, what's the record? What's your
I wasn't
personal record now? Yeah, I was also working. No, I think it was right after the first match ended, which is, yeah, when I was working. Crown that just makes Vans home in you. There's a mod like that. Alright, Kit onto loop 4 now. Breaking the tournament records. Loop 4 melting. Absolutely incredible. Died fast, got to loop 7 caves. Wonder if anyone is gonna try your strat. I don't think so, brother. Sorry.
What is the Leo strat?
I don't know, some crazy shenanigans getting to 7 HP or whatever. Oh, Kid gets hugged by a maggot fly. Keep spirit though. Wait, how? How much damage do maggot flies do? I thought it was 6.
They deal
Ba-
5 damage.
Okay, that makes sense. They did drop exactly to 1 HP. Yeah, Bandit's getting completely decimated here. There we go, Sparky moving on to throne 2. Meanwhile, Kid is pulling ahead, yeah. From what used to be like a 3-stage lead, now this is a 4 and whatever stage lead. Super clean kill of throne 2 by Master Sparky there. Banger song. I'm listening to something different from Right Guy, but I also have a banger song playing right now.
I have no song, I don't know what playing on right guys mean.
Alright, very good mom kill by Kit. Time won't ever matter, but still cool to see. Yeah, the 12-minute rule is definitely not gonna take an effect here whatsoever. It's just not gonna happen. But it is interesting seeing how the confidence and like the aggressive play pans out. Because ultimately, Kid does have more runs than Sparky. Sparky used to have the record with the same loop that Kid's record is, but Kid has been grinding, melting, and only melting for the past several hundreds of hours that they have in the game. And they have several Abyssos melting already, and like over a dozen loop 10 plus runs. These portals are so rigged. Portals can be a little bit funny on melting when you're doing RMB, like some random enemy dies far away or gets sent flying by the explosions. Oh my god, Leo outlined his crazy strategy. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Especially when you can just do what's happening on the screen.
I like how you need to take a photo chest off grenade launcher for this to work.
Yeah, it's not even okay. Well, the aggressive and confident play by Kid definitely plays a role, but Sparky is getting very unlucky on a lot of free cleanups and just very wacky portals, making him waste a lot
How
of
the
time.
fuck are they on caves? Yeah, Spark, yes.
Yeah, Kid is just going ham.
Oh,
Like,
the,
Kid is
the
just
5
rushing.
stage lead now.
Yeah, Kid is not only playing aggressively, but is also getting basically perfect RNG and like no messy shenanigans happening with portals or leftover enemies like Sparky's run has been having for the past pretty much one loop. What would you take on the 14th mutation? Back muscle, at least in my opinion, or second stomach. Both are very good. The
I would
14th
probably go
mutation is the
second
patience
stomach.
icon.
I keep forgetting Sparky has boiling rings, so he got hit by a IDPD explosion and I panic.
Dog City, yeah. This frozen city is filled with dogs. Not this level, but the previous ones have been. It's a nightmare for melting players. Okay, there's quite a few dogs in this one as well. Jesus.
Tank bots don't cause the contact damage, no.
Yeah, they don't. 8,008 kills, a mirrored kill count on Sparky's screen. That is mildly amusing. I give 1.5 style points for that. Sparky already
I give
missed
1.3.
969. 1.3, okay. Naira, what about you? Naira, I think you muted yourself again, your microphone.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing you for the past moment or so.
I saw you light up green after my question, and there was no sound.
Sorry, what was the question?
How many style points would you give for Sparky posing and noticing 8,008 kills, which is a mirrored kill count?
About 3 out of 5, maybe.
Damn!
Damn!
Alright. Oh! Okay.
Slightly
everything is
generous,
fine.
but
I think Kit ran into a Rhino Freak. Kit is playing like super aggressive. This is just going absolute ham. I keep repeating this over and over, but they really are playing very fast. The Jogo's boob, not the mirrored number. Well, there was something about mirrored numbers recently on my stream, so Sparky was probably also partially referring to that. But yeah, boobs are also nice.
Oh yeah, nobody winning by the time rule would be ideal.
I hope no one wins by the time rule. I'm the absolute opposite. I want to see someone just go complete ham and like have a very striking character difference, giving them the win by going insanely fast. Like if it happens to RNG, then yeah, it's not cool. But if it happens to a player picking a very fast character and intentionally trying to win by time, I think that would be extremely epic.
Yeah, true. If it happens just by someone just being so skilled that they just go fast, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I was hoping to that with Brian, but that never did end up coming into effect.
Yeah, it would take too long for their run to do that. Wonder is witnessing the true power of melting. The true power of melting of dying earlier than any other good character anyway. Yeah, sure. I mean, it is impressive and actually really cool to watch that both of them made it past pre-loop, which is the most difficult part of the game apparently now.
I wish 7 HP melting wasn't an absolute pain to get.
I wish 7 HP melting could have 12 mutations. Sparky also hugs a
So
Rhino
true.
Freak.
Seven HP is
Really
really easy,
easy.
says the skeleton player.
Yeah, it's easy, but it's not worth it. It's seriously not worth it.
Bro,
The,
just
the,
use
the
the
mileage
elf
that you
mode.
get out of 3 additional mutations is just so much more powerful than having that 1 more HP preventing you from like dog deaths. Because those 3 mutations save you from like 20 other deaths and also make palace and other dog areas easier because you have paw.
Garbage layout.
Yeah, that was a pretty weird layout. Right, this is loop 5 melting now for Kit. Crazy.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
loop 6 would go awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be absolutely fascinated if this somehow gets to Abysso. Sparky loses spirit. Ooh, that really scared me there. He wouldn't have gotten hit by that rat dog, but just seeing it fly towards him with no spirit on 6 HP melting is really scary anyway.
Yeah, the furthest run so far during tournament time is about loop 6 by Inez.
Yep.
Okay, so now Leo has a stretch to have 10 mutations and 7 HP. Alright.
10 is not enough. Just ate a bagel? Nice. I haven't
Just a
eaten
donut.
today. I was gonna eat something, but I didn't have time before the match. So now I'm just starving here. Right guy has me in his basement, forcing me to do commentary.
That's the same reason I didn't get coffee. I just had.
Commentary
I just didn't
grinding.
have time.
Commentary grinding. I'm just drinking multi-fruit juice. I'm having a good time.
13
Kit moving on
mutations
to
sounds
sewers now.
so cursed.
I've got my water. I did not feel like eating something. I already ate.
Kit is just going insane about it.
It is just getting a.
I
It's
was
just
gonna say,
slowly
I
getting
think
more
that
of a lead.
around Loop
Actually
5
insane.
Desert, that was on pace with some anomaly horror runs. Like,
Melting
going
is
so
very
fast.
fast. I mean, you have Rabbit Paw, double damage, and one of the best clear actives in the entire game, so it's no surprise that Melting can go absolute ham fast. Usually that's just not the case because you would want to play a bit safer. Also, good lord, I would just die because of not seeing my rads with that reskin recolor that Kit
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, I thought he had no red for a moment, but it wasn't the case.
Like I saw them swinging at the mum for a while, and I was like, wait a second, oh, no, it's fine.
Alright,
Yeah,
cheats.
13 mutations and 6 HP would be powerful, but doing that much grinding, like so much effort to get one run attempt with like a slightly better setup, I don't think it's worth it. When you can just do something like this and
Remember
get a
when
shot
people
at the
did
record?
Realm of Hatred grinding on the Frida Shoe vault?
That was unfathomably stupid. It's crazy that some people still believe that that was better than Crown of Destiny starting. Like, the odds are just so not in your favor doing that. Neither Crown of Blood starts, nor Crown of Hatred starts. Like,
I still think the only reason to defend Crown of Blood Stars is just that it's what people were used to.
like
That's
Co-Hatred
the
is
only thing.
slightly... Yeah, Co-Hatred is slightly better than Blood, but Destiny is just so much infinitely better than all of them for getting good sets. Sparky's
Yeah.
fighting Big Bandits now. Completely fine. If you
The
explode the body
lead
as
has
loop 3
gotten
plus...
smaller.
If you explode the body as loop 3 plus with melting, do the freaks stop spawning? Yes, but they can spawn on other enemy corpses. So you would have to destroy all of the corpses on the level for them to not spawn anymore. Usually the optimal thing to do, well, sort of the optimal, at least that's what I did in my runs, is to leave a bunch of corpses so that you don't have the maximum amount of free cops. Just like a few to... Oh, Sparky touched
Sparky
the
lose
mom.
spirit.
Walk into mom, drop spirit.
Yeah, Sparky was just walking...
Fucking stressed.
Oh, this is scary. Okay. Yeah, that was scary. No ammo to shoot SPC. Gets a health drop. No ammo still. Gets ammo. Bloodless, do your thing. There we go. No.
No, not yet.
No.
No?
Oh. Meanwhile, Kit is fighting Hypercrystal. Nothing interesting happening there. Just very clean. Quite safe for a bit.
Sparky
and
got
slow
really
down
close with the
for a
reds
reason.
there.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Sparky Oh! He almost played fine and played well. What's Sparky
Oh!
doing?
Runs into
What
a
is he
van.
He
doing?
loses spirit against the van. Oh my god. He almost lost spirit against the van because it got pushed into him, and then he like miscalculated the timings and had it run into him. Yeah, that's an NT moment.
Tactical.
Kid
Stress
says,
poker.
Certified NT moment.
Kid says rough caves. Yeah, Kid had to play those caves safe for quite a bit, standing behind walls without pushing. But at the end, they did clear it out very safely. Well, not very safely. I mean, very cleanly. Good lord, Kid is just walking into everything. Look at them
Yeah.
go. I wish we had NT on this stream. Such a good emote. I hope it gets added to the Throne server. The Throne server that everyone that is watching this stream should join if you like Nuclear Throne and want to discuss it. Alright, Sparky's about to beat the
Wild
most difficult
Raigai
area of the
curses
game.
button.
Yeah, no, people can't see it on the stream. Only we can see it.
We're simply better. Fine.
Oh, Womb there, 13 color. Right, so this Crystal Caves was kind of rough for Kit. They didn't lose spirit, but it was an awkward generation. So we'll see how Sparky clears it out, and if he has any issues with that. Kit, meanwhile, is killing Little Hunter. Seems like it's going to be completely fine.
Sparky seems to just perform fine.
Yeah, Sparky just chose a few different SPC shot directions, and at the end, like snowballed the level completely fine. Whereas for Kit, the shots that they did just didn't seem to do the right things.
Spark is closing the gap again.
Yeah, only a 3 area lead right now for Kit. Used to be 4 and more.
Oh, recently it was like 2. I remember noticing they were only a couple levels apart.
At one point, it was like 4 areas ahead.
It was
I
5 at
think,
some point, wasn't it?
yeah, there wasn't. Well, if you count like Sparky going almost going into the next area and Kit already having started the next area, yeah, there was a 5 area lead, but like not a
Ah.
solid one.
I see.
I think it's going to be interesting to see if Sparky can just completely catch up, or especially overtake. That would be crazy. I think it would have to take Kit losing spirit and playing very safely for that to happen. So yeah, I don't think it's up to any particular player playing faster than the other. It's just about who messes up first, having to burn time. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I mean, Kid can play fast all they want, but there's no point in it. The
I
time
gotta
will
say,
not be the
Kit has
deciding factor
been
here.
dropping spirit a lot less.
Yeah, that is true. I think, well, this is just my assumption, but I would bet that Sparky probably isn't doing so well without freeze frames. I mentioned this before, but Kit is just such a proactive and push aggressive player that maybe they just don't care about freeze frames. They just want to go real time ham, 30 FPS, no freeze frames needed. Whereas Sparky is used to using freeze frames. I don't think he uses them on all of the areas, maybe, but he has been losing spirit quite a lot more than Kit, and by quite a lot more.
They're going to grill so true. The no
No
beta
beta
pride flag
beta.
is a camo.
Nearly
Does-
loop 6 for Kit.
Does beta have any animal assigned to it or not?
What? Sorry, I
Does
didn't
beta
hear.
have any animal assigned to it, like the camel?
I don't think so, but I did joke about Beta 64 being an elephant. It's an anime reference. Oh, just walking straight through the projectiles, no biggie. Just Giga Chat, Giga Grilling. Giga Grilling, okay.
So I think this will be the first round where both players
Over
made
Giga Grilling.
deep loop.
Go.
Yeah, that is actually very true. The first, assuming Sparky doesn't fumble this, Kit is now going into loop 6. This is going to be the first run with both of the players on deep loop as melting as well. That is incredible. That is just awesome. We're getting some true content right here. No sub 50 loop 60. Loop 60, alright. No sub 50 loop 6 restart. Yeah, I agree. Sad juke.
Gets at least one shot in.
I would have gone for the pre-fire shot and missed. Sparky's powers look ever so slightly awkward, but it's completely fine. Max bolts, max shells.
Plus 42.
Yeah,
Max
over.
No.
Six explosives.
Please, I beg you, do not fucking type when you enter an area. When you're about to get a repeat of the horror moment, that was not looking good. If you get an unlucky spawn where a lot of snipers are looking at you and you're doing something like that, things can end poorly.
U98 spawn.
Max ammo.
Plus 6 explosives. Plus 7 bolts.
Feels like that was the first time in Kit's entire run that they got unlucky with remaining enemies. I feel like I haven't seen them having to do the cleanup like that before. Well, the
I wonder if
clear
it's a result of the way they play. Just so aggressive that there's nothing left to.
Oh my god, Kid gets
Oh,
banned! Losing track of the vertical for where the vans are. But it's okay, they go into the portal. How many times has Kid lost their spirit? I think it's only 2 or something.
Yeah, it's not much at all.
Wait, they
Either
lost
2 or
spirit.
3.
Both Sparky and Kid lost spirit on pre-loop. I remember that. To the exact same bandit.
Yeah,
as well.
to the same bandit as well.
Alright, Kid is spawning bandits now and mowing them down. Everything seems to be under control right now, but you always have to keep in mind that for a big bandit fight on melting to go wrong, you only need 1 or 2 stray bullets to hit at the right moment. So you can't take it easy. Alright, Sparky onto loop 6 again. Not again. Now onto loop 6. That is amazing. The first simultaneous deep loop matchup, and it's on melting. That is really awesome.
That's honestly so fucking based. Makes me wonder how far could a kid go if he played an actual good character.
I mean, they have tried it, and their results just weren't that good. I think they're too used to blood explosions taking care of pretty much all projectile threats when you're clearing levels. So their normal character PB, even when they tried, is not that high. They have a better
Uncle
PB
Frost,
as
I
melting.
play.
Honestly, fair. Like, not having to deal with enemy cleanup at the end of the levels as well. This is the second time I think Kid was running out of reds.
So easy to just think they're running after reds because the flag's so dark. If it's not yellow.
Why is there a limit in the first place? It gets too hectic, and a lot of people start cutting off
Too
each
much.
other. There's a balance to be had. 3 is kind of cutting it close, but it still works and it has other advantages, but going to 4 is just a mess. It becomes basically a call where people are saying random stuff and cutting off each other every single time. Yeah, you guys have Twitch chat for that.
Like Wondry said, 3 is already pretty much pushing the limit of reasonable.
And this is to go even further beyond. 10 casters join the chat, the voice chat, and it just becomes a complete mess. I couldn't hear
So
that soundboard.
fucking true.
Oh, Sparky gets wombo comboed by focusing on mom but getting shot in the back and loses spirit as a result. But the portal
He
spawns.
should be fine
and-
though.
Yeah, it's completely fine. One SPC shot and oh my god, that flag scared me. One misinput, if he like swung at the wrong direction or didn't swing for some reason, and that was GG right there. But yeah, he got his spirit back. Everything's fine again. Hit on Big Dog now.
So the gap is even smaller now. Slightly so, but it's definitely closing in. more.
Buff Gators going through spirit as melting is so fucked actually.
Yeah, I'm scared about my socks actually. My favorite pair of socks.
True! Wonders did say he would need his favorite pair of socks if Kid won this match.
Oh, I wouldn't eat them, but I would throw them away.
Yeah, I think I was mistaken with like Sparky eating something.
Yeah, there was something like that. Alright, keep clearing crystal users now. This is actually okay. I never wanted to say this, but the melting matchup is actually making this much more interesting to watch and commentate because every single boss area actually becomes something that you can pay attention to instead of just completely sleeping through it because you're playing a basically invincible character. Like everything, like anything can go wrong on melting on pretty much every boss stage. Be it bandits, mom, crystal caves especially. I mean, if you get unlucky laser, this is G right there. Little hunter if
Everything
you
can go
trolls.
wrong for melting on every stage.
Sparky is just having a moment. Alright. Dies in 2 hits from Big Dog. Big Dog cannot hit you. That is just misinformation, Daily Griller.
Dodging one hit from a guardian dog.
Theo says that he can barely hear the music.
That's misinformation. You can die in 2 hits from a big dog.
Yeah, just not the boss big dog.
Imagine someone world records here. Okay. Sparky touches the Popo Freak. Alright, Kita is on Little Hunter right now. Let's see how this
It would
goes.
be incredible to see if they would double world record here, even if someone got world record.
That would be just impossibly insane. See, that's
I
another thing.
doubt it, but that would be just nuts.
If one player dies and the other, like, let's say they get to loop 10, one player dies, it would kind of be like, I would want to just let the other player play out and see if they get record and just wait to continue the match. Because it would be a waste to throw away a loop 10 run like that. There is genuinely a possibility of
Honestly,
getting
that
the world
makes
record
sense.
here. It's not a really a thing with other characters because the record is just so high and it's gonna take so many hours. But with melting, the record is still quite low and it doesn't take that long to get there. So it could theoretically quite possibly happen in the tournament setting. You can open a new instance of Throne. Yes, you can. If they both get past world record, I will do something really crazy that I haven't thought of yet. Yeah. Me too.
Bluegie will actually eat his socks.
I don't think socks are very tasty. I would advise against doing that.
Someone gotta try out.
Oh, I wonder if
Someone's got to eat their socks.
I wonder if Kit is starting to take this more seriously. They're playing farther back on palace levels instead of pushing. They're taking it
Eat the
nice and
grouper
slow.
heart
Blugie
for
is gonna eat
free.
a grouper heart for free.
I feel like if you put a bit of salt on a grouper heart, it's probably not too bad. Like salt fixes basically any food, as long
True.
as it's like not something sweet. And even then, sugar and salt are a match made in heaven.
Salt fixes coffee.
I never understood that. Right, there we go. Kit on throne 1 now.
7, nearly.
Almost there. Sparky meanwhile clearing out palace.
At this point in time, being reached loop 4.
Kit wants to do a bathroom break. I think
If you
it
can
would
get it
be.
during the tier 1 cutscene,
You have to die before you can go to the.
I think considering that they're pretty much neck and neck, they should be allowed to just do a simultaneous break right here. No, you can't. You have to hold it in. Come on.
Yeah, Bluegie's right. No bathroom allowed.
I think after Kit kills this Throne 1 and Sparky gets to Throne 1, Right Guy should probably join their voice channel and announce that Kit wants to take a break. At least I think that would be a good idea. because
Could work.
Sparky wouldn't be mid gameplay and Kit
Not
would have
enough
finished that.
energy. Not enough energy.
Yeah, like right now.
Max energy, oh no, not energy. Max explosives, max volt.
Oh, I can't see what Sparky's typing. My screen window is so small. I don't have the right guy. No freeze frames in Palace is 1984. Yeah, I can definitely see
See,
that actually makes sense as to why Kit has been playing Palace slower now that they got to this kind of loop. No freeze frames makes coordinating pushes and direction changes so difficult on melting and Palace. On that note, since we're taking a 5-minute break, I was gonna go take a piss. See you later.
a moment as well.
Okay, we're back.
Let's go. Get entering loop 6? Is this the first simultaneous loop 6 of the tournament?
Yeah, this is the first time we played going. And Kid just made the first run beyond.
Oh no, they're going into loop 7. I don't know why I thought they were going into loop 6. Or are they? Yeah, no, I'm fucking dumb, never mind. So this is the first simultaneous deep loop of the tournament, right? And it's
Men's
fucking
not one,
melting.
but otherwise, yes.
Right, surely I'm not going to forget about my noodles and let them overcook.
You
Sure.
can do this. They won't overcook, have some faith.
Alright, Sparky has absolutely. Oh my god!
It
Oh,
nearly
that was
what a
hit me
really
into that.
close. Holy
What a
fuck.
tight dojo on
On
the van from Kid.
bandits.
I feel like either Kid is losing track of the vans or I don't know, maybe this is intentional. But that
Just got
definitely
thrown off
didn't look
by.
like it.
The
Might
bathroom
be
very
setting thrown off by
dampened
just
his
getting a
senses.
break. But yeah.
That is not the first time that Kid has had dodgy van situations.
He was
Yeah, one of
sharper
the-
before. He was sharper when he had to hold it in.
Probably. Yeah, there is a theory of a piss buff in video gaming. I think it's real.
Honestly, yeah. Unironically.
It seems like these big bandits are going to be no trouble for Kid whatsoever. Sparky clearing 1-2.
Sparky's coming up to 1-3 as well.
Yep.
We'll see how he handles them.
Just one area between them. Kid is about to finish 1-3 though. That should be the last freak, probably. Right there. No? Wow.
Unlucky cleanup.
Yeah, okay, all of the bandits were dead. That's basically what I want to say.
That's a pretty nice bandit spawn, I think.
It's good, but Sparky hasn't cleared any of the level. He needs to kill all of these
True.
bandits
Free,
by
yeah.
themselves, and make sure that he doesn't get hit or get into an awkward position. So it is a little bit dodgy, but yeah, he has this in his
He's
hands.
got this.
Oh, Kid almost got shot in the back. That was looking very sketchy.
Wait, does Kid have no
Oh,
spirit?
he lost spirit,
He doesn't
yeah.
have spirit.
They did get shot in the back. Yeah, okay, they did lose spirit to those shots that I was talking about. Okay, this is where Kid really has to concentrate really hard to not let my mom touch them. Oh, like that. Ooh, that was really close. You really gotta back away from mom when she's getting damaged by plasma and walking next to you, because the chance of her changing the direction into you is just so big. You just have to start backing away to make sure that nothing bad happens. It's really scary. But yeah, they. Oh
Oh.
no!
Oh no!
That's I even talked about this. One laser, one unlucky laser is all it takes. So okay, Master Sparky just needs to beat this level now to win this round. That is very
That
unfortunate.
is really unfortunate.
Laser pistols are fair and balanced, as they say. What absolute bullcrap. That is really sad. God damn it. I wanted to see this go so much farther. But that is still a phenomenal performance. Ooh, very nice shot.
Oh, nice shot.
Wow, sexy. Looks like our socks are safe now. Yeah, no socks are gonna be eaten or thrown away today. And Sparky wins this round.
Yeah.
GG's, that was extremely...
Well played for both of them.
Yeah, extremely good round. 1 hour in, and this isn't even the second round yet, my friends.
So I believe we're gonna see
That
a
is
crystal
crazy.
match coming up now.
Probably my favorite match of the tournament yet.
This has been a really great round.
That was just phenomenal. I am really happy to see them perform like this on the melting pick and actually make it interesting instead of the disasters that we've seen previously. That was just really good. Really good. Yeah, I do believe the next character is going to be Crystal, and the character after that, if it gets to tiebreaker, it's going to be a funny one. But a good funny character, not a negative one.
Interesting crystal skin.
The colors go hard.
Forget about my noodles.
Don't forget.
Don't forget Dorito face. That crystal skin. What is it a reference to?
It
I think it's
vaguely reminds me of Meat Boy, but I doubt it's from Meat Boy.
When they can explode corpses as crystals, Sparky said.
Did Sparky accidentally shield? Yeah, I always have that after a melting run as well. Melting run, fish run, anything. Eyes, it always fucks me up.
Me popping a grenade in front of me because I thought it was planned.
Yeah, that too as well.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
that
a
shield was
hard
fast.
shield. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that's sturdy. No boat is getting
There's
through
the
that.
Vapor enemy in Isaac, which I'm not sure if the Satan skin is an Isaac reference, but they might be vaguely connected to Isaac.
I do recall Kit having played Isaac for quite a while, so that might be true.
The Satan skin definitely has a symbol on the head that reminds me of the Isaac character symbolism.
Funny, both of them are taking the exact same mutations, but in reverse order. Let's see if it continues with the next mutations.
They took that for a 7 the same last round.
Nah, they were taking it in
Sparky
different
missed the
orders.
pop gun sadly.
Scrambling to pick their beads. Oh, Sparky was playing this desert extremely slow. Or at least it felt like it.
I guess it's because like he paused a few times. Horn Crab started playing something.
Believe Wonders is getting his noodles.
Nah, I was being confronted by a human being.
What
Unfortunate.
the fuck? That's fucked up.
Noodles soon.
Sparky also mousing over all those barrels that he really wants to smoke, but he can't afford it. Not in this match.
When it comes to time, Sparky is actually ahead by a few seconds.
I will actually go get my noodles now.
That is an interesting shield.
That shield goes really hard. That's all I can say.
I like the shield a lot, but I'm not so keen on the skin itself.
I think I would like the skin more if I knew what it is a reference to.
Sparky Betty died on loop 4. Kit has been catching up surprisingly fine. Actually, this is Peter. I'm not gonna say anything. That's silly.
Sparky is very good at playing Crystal fast, so like I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
We'll see how well Kit adapts to a character that isn't out in this run. So Sparky gets a Splinter Pistol, and Kit chooses not to take the Splinter Pistol.
That's honestly an odd choice.
Oh yeah, brother. It's noodling time. I
Let's
came back
fucking
and none of them are
go.
dead. That
Yeah.
was already a nice thing to see.
We were talking about how Sparky is very good at playing Crystal fast, so Kid will have to adapt to that.
I haven't really okay. I haven't seen Sparky play Crystal really fast too much, but he can definitely do it. His like normal grill skills attempts on Crystal are fast, but like not the kind of fast where you're actually pushing for speed. They're more so just like his usual pace runs, which are faster than the average by like a significant margin, of course, but it's not going super fast.
I wanna see what he
Splinter
does
count?
when he's actually pushing to go fast.
Like using the best weapon in the game? Yeah, lightning. This is why lightning rifle is my favorite weapon in Nuclear Throne. Oh, I guess laser flamethrower as well.
Lightning rifle is my favorite red starving weapon.
Why I love Nuclear Throne's lightning rifle.
I was about to say the lightning rifle and sledgehammer is a curse combo.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't take that.
No,
Another
lightning rifle. Let's go.
It just keeps on chasing him. It doesn't want to be abandoned.
Sparky takes the wave gun. Awesome pick.
I love wave gun.
Wave gun is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I love wave gun. So goofy and funny, and the noise is very nice.
The wave strikes me as a very unique weapon.
Carmelith's Death Pack mod, which adds a lot of weapons, took a lot of inspiration from wave gun's pattern. The tank opening.
It's like the Eraser. I just get really happy when I see it.
Yeah, Eraser is also nice. Kid not
Very
taking
versus pick.
Kid taking a lightning laser brain later on because they didn't have the lightning rifle. Oh my god, it's again!
Lightning rifle.
That's the third time it's appeared. This time it's cursed. What the hell? What is going on? I think the lightning rifle is trying to tell us something. Maybe one of these players is gonna die on deep loop against the lightning crystal.
They're gonna die to the natural lightning, not even the active one.
Cursed lightning rifle is a T2 weapon.
Oasis lightning. Wait.
Picked rabbit paw by mistake.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad.
I think that's the first misclick of this tournament. It's funny because with grill skills, it's so much harder to misclick as well. If it was all skills, it could be understandable. But yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah, Kit is gonna have to go double damage here. There's no way they're not taking stress. Wait a second.
They have stress. You mean they?
Yeah, they have stress. Oh.
He's gonna miss Bloodlust.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna go double damage with no Bloodlust. Oh, some Bloodhammer action.
First Bloodhammer, absolutely based.
Wait, he picked it up cursed? Okay, oh, he's going double cursed.
Double curse.
What's going on there? I mean,
Come
sure.
on, let's see the cross ammo pack left.
Those weapons are good, I mean, so nothing wrong with that. But it would be funny if Sparky got something really good right now. I don't know, I would have personally just swapped out the auto crossbow for the Bloodhammer. But maybe Sparky is just 12 parallel universes ahead of us. Don't check the chest, brother, you can't pick it up anyway. He's opening the chest to see if there's a weapon that he would cry over. Oh, cursed lightning cannon. What? So many cursed weapons. Me picking extra feet was not a misclick. How many times do I have to say this? Yeah, Kit is going no bloodlust, just double damage with rabbit paw. That's very good still. That's exceptionally good.
It still is a good crystal set, so it's a good set.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I do prefer bloodlust, but rabbit paw is also very strong. Extra feet for extra style, yeah. Lustless set grinding, yeah. Lustless is the one bad thing about not going with bloodlust is that some people might think that the speed mutation in a meta run is something like rabbit paw, because oh, you get more armor drops, surely it's faster because you get to shoot more or something like that. But in reality, the speed mutation is actually bloodlust, because having that insane overheal that it grants you lets you do so many more risky and push plays that saves you so much time by just pretty much playing carelessly, being allowed to do stupid shit.
And so nice to just shoot a random direction and get back to full HP.
And with Rabbit Fire, you just can't really do that. Yeah, Kid almost got exploded. They walked up right to an ammo pack, but they're lucky that the explosion is really small on that.
Kid dies walking into an explosion thinking he has boiling veins.
Kid skips Bloodlust in favor of Rapid Fire. 20 HP no less goes way too raw. I agree. It is a little bit silly. But I mean, at least they have Rabbit Paw, which is gonna make ranged very nice until they get melee weapons. But then again, Bloodlust also makes ranged a lot more comfortable. This is kind of just sad.
Yeah, we're just kind of trying to find reasons for Rabbit Paw to be good, but every reason as to why Rabbit Paw is good, Lust is better.
Yeah, this could work perfectly fine if they had Bloodlust instead of Rhino Skin, for example.
This is
But
the Clown Clash business.
what a Clown Clash is. This is a distance-based tournament where both of the players play on the same seed. They can choose any character they want, and the one who gets farther wins. And when someone gets ahead of the other person, the person that is behind has to reach. Well, if someone gets ahead by a loop, reaching the next loop, the other player who is behind has to reach that same loop within 12 minutes of in-game time as the person who is ahead.
I like how
So there is a speed element to it.
Sparky's crown is still called Crown of Amogus, even though he doesn't have the edit anymore.
I'm having just a fun time looking at that Bloodhammer gameplay. It's not Ultra Shovel for both of the players. Now they have the exact same weapon setup, just different mutations. One different mutation. One has Bloodlust and one has Rabbit Paw. This is the definitive run to judge which one is better. Let's see who wins. Once and for all, we can end the debate. Most rigged seeds of all time. I honestly kind of agree. These seeds have been pretty nutty this tournament. Oh, Flame Cannon, let's go.
Sparky doing the average HQ skip.
Yep. Kid not going for it.
Yeah, Bean was like 8.5 minutes behind at one point. He was playing chicken, so he kept having to stay behind on levels to get HP back, and he wasn't very efficient.
Oh, hostile horror!
Hostile horror.
I mean, not that it matters when he has the Ultra Shovel, but it's funny anyway.
It is a bit funny to see. Yeah, Bean would have lost by time if the runs had continued and he wouldn't have lost his head like 70 times. If he survived and tried continuing, he would eventually lose by time in like a few areas of the next loop.
Well, he doesn't even want to remember that chicken run.
To be honest, that chicken run was a fun watch. I liked it.
Golden Bazooka Joe and Sparky screen cursed. Sparky is actually now ahead. Yeah.
Sparky has been having a really small time lead all this time. It's just now a level lead as well.
Yeah, now he's an entire level ahead.
Gatling Bazooka Joe.
Sparky got mimicked. I didn't notice.
He gets having some trouble against Big Dog? Never mind.
Everything is fine. So something malicious is brewing inside these runs.
E-inspectors can just teleport.
Yeah, that's true. They operate just like bandits. When they're off screen, they just teleport around the whole level. Big Dog is the hardest boss, it's true. 3-3 is impossible to pass. But they are both crystals, so they're cheating. They can actually beat it. This just seems like such a piece of cake for Sparky to win this. because of Kid not having that much experience playing good characters. Golden
And
Screwdriver. Mario.
whenever a kid gets
Mario.
to low HP, I wonder how different would it be if he just had Bloodlust.
Wear a scarf. 2 area lead right now for Sparky. Oh my god! Kid gets E-Grunt rocketed, going down to like 4 HP. There was an E-Grunt just sitting there waiting for his moment of glory, and he got it, but he didn't drop the spirit close enough.
If Kid does win this one, then there is going to be double rebel round 3. So
Boo, spoilers. Logie already posted it.
Sparky at 5-2 right now? Let's go. Okay, no, it's 5-3. Hunt? I thought Hunt was still flying around.
Thank you, Leo. Sparky takes care of little Hunter, no biggie. This is just complete a mega chill daily griller cruising right now. The melting match was more interesting to see because there is just so much more room for error. Like even these kind of levels could go really wrong, but this isn't really gonna get very interesting until way further in. And for that to happen, Kit also needs to get accustomed
Sparky
to
said
playing
we're
a good
looking for
character.
the secret. Ah, my bad.
I would almost feel tempted to take that auto flame shotgun.
Nah, no way. He gets a
Sparky got a
plasma
plasma
minigun.
minigun. Really fun
Yeah.
weapon.
Plasma minigun is awesome.
So true. Underrated.
The legendary rogue rifle only round. No. No. They're gonna be playing Schoolhead
Oh,
World for the final round and seeing who can get more score. Kit is picking out the
farming allowed?
laser minigun. Yeah, of course. Oh, Kit's gameplay is looking kind of funny right now. I don't know. Laser minigun. Yeah, probably. It is pretty nice, especially with Rabbit Paw. Sparky's just getting trolled by the enemies.
That's a minigun. Very
For
nice
that, Sparky
weapon.
has to lose this round, and that ain't gonna happen until the 12th. I wouldn't be so sure about that. The last, I don't, well, not maybe not the last few, but Sparky has died on like loop 7 to 9 in the past. Sure, he wasn't taking those runs completely seriously as he would a tournament match like this, but there is always the possibility. Any thrower can throw. It's not
Any throner
impossible.
can throw.
Very improved that even the best sometimes lose.
Brian lost his match earlier today, right?
Yeah,
It is a
to
laser cannon. You're right. I thought that was a laser minigun.
That's I think that's somehow worse.
Let's
Oh,
see if
plasma
they
minigun.
yeah, let's see if they pick up the plasma minigun like Sparky did. I guess they won't. Yeah,
Not
laser
a
cannon
plasma.
is laser
It's
cannon
alright.
is very nice. With laser brain, it gets 2 additional lasers, so it does so much damage, and it's automatic, which is kind of mind blowing. So when you get a bunch of trigger procs, it just goes ham.
did not know that you got extra lasers.
Yeah, it gains 2 extra lasers when you get laser brain, which is like the entire reason that it becomes really good with it. It's not just that the lasers actually last longer, it's that on top of the extra lasers. One of the few weapons that get special treatments from mutations in this game.
Ooh, close call with the dog there. Man, don't diss Laser Mini. Laser Mini is still a pretty fine weapon.
Yeah, laser mini is also good. Laser Mini is just way more reliant on Rabbit Paw for it to work well, because you run out of ammo so fast. But when you do have the ammo, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I've been seeing that Kit is definitely going to low HP quite often in this run. Part of it is due to not having Bloodlust, so they're not overhealing. But part of it is also just situations where all the enemies are already dead and they're still taking damage, so Bloodlust wouldn't matter. Kit is definitely not that comfortable playing normal characters compared to melting. I don't know, I would say there's situations where the laser minigun is better than the laser cannon. Like, for example, the laser cannon is completely useless against Mom, whereas the laser minigun is just super uber cracked as a Mom weapon with laser brain, if you can use it well. Oh, that's a good one. I just thought of something very smart. Seeing as Kit does have pretty limited knowledge of this game, at least when it comes to the intricate things, does Kit know that lasers do less damage the further they are away from the enemy?
I don't think I knew that.
Wait,
I
really?
did not know that until you mentioned it.
What? Are you
Like,
serious?
That's such
I've
a
never heard
specific
of
piece
it.
of knowledge.
Yeah,
Even Blugie doesn't know.
lasers become smaller with distance. You can zoom out your game, open NTT right now, grab a laser rifle, any laser weapon, and shoot into the distance. You'll see that the laser gets smaller and does less damage.
You can see it on Kit screen, it does.
There's really new what?
No, I think you are the only person that knew this.
Well, Neo definitely knows it. I know that. And quite a few Russian players definitely know, but I didn't know that was that kind of a niche knowledge in this game. That's crazy.
At least now I have a neutron fun fact to bring up.
Yeah, it does do less damage. It has limited range, and the further it gets, it does less damage.
So Kit does
Least
hear
obscure
laser
anti-fact.
gun.
It's noticeable in gameplay, especially on things like Throne 1, which is what I was thinking about. Which is why I was thinking about that, because Kit was shooting the laser cannon at Throne 1.
This is Russian knowledge. Oh, Kid picked up the laser minigun. I just realized that.
Oh, plasma cannon for Sparky. There we go. Finally an actual good
cool.
meta weapon.
Yes.
That's very nice. Yeah, so Sparky should be a mega super ultra, a mega very super giga griller cruising right now. It's never been this griller before. We are so grilling. Yeah, Sparky's pulling ahead and ahead. Giga grilling, yes.
Omega Griller.
The damage fall off is incredibly hard, but you have to be like over a whole screen away from Throne 1, for example. Like, if you have extra feet and you're walking down after waking up Throne 1, and like destroying the generators or whatever. Oh my god!
Oh, Kid lost!
Just over.
No! That
my
sounds
God.
like bait according to
Wait, Sparky
Sparky.
doesn't know that either. Okay, well, that's not as important as Kid dying right now. Kid got completely
Whoa.
surrounded by all of the cops and not swinging at the right
Oh,
places.
I was going to say it was a very rough call.
the issue, the inspector
surprised.
combo got Kid so bad.
Yeah, that's sad. Damn it.
Good game for both of them though. Oh,
Especially
the melting
last
run
one.
was absolutely cracked.
Yeah, GG's to Sparky for winning, but Kid also did extremely well on the melting run. That melting run, both of them getting to loop 6, being the first two players to get to loop 6 together in this tournament, that is just incredible. That was very entertaining and very skillful. Alright, the players are going to be joining our voice chat right now for some post-match commentary. Hello Sparky, hello Kid, how do you feel?
Good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Congrats on winning.
Good.
Any thoughts on the match?
I thought I was gonna die pre-loop on the melting run for sure.
Did you really?
Yeah, so before Brian and Tema's match, I had NT opening practicing melting. I was
Oh no!
practicing like 1-1 and 1-2 Oasises, and I
Right.
literally didn't pass pre-loop a single time.
Really?
Actually
I didn't
putting in
realize
effort.
I was muted.
Yeah, you were
I'm
yes.
disappointed on the melting run.
Yeah, that death was really sad. You got
It was
cornered
so
by
rough.
laser. It's just
It
I'm
was
gonna
a
have to
sad
go
death,
back and check how Kit died.
It,
It
Just
was
it's
a
a
fun laser
stray
game.
laser that didn't die in the sewers.
yeah, it's not funny, but it is kind of sad that I did mention that one unlucky laser is all it takes to kill melting in this kind of run, and
It
then that
was
happened like
funny
6 areas later.
because on that Loop 7 sewers, I was playing like the beginning and I was like, this is basically just crystal caves. How are there so many laser crystals? And I looked over and Kid had died to a laser crystal, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
sad.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, Kid got like super off-screen sniped by some diagonal laser shooting at them when they were next to a corner, so they took like a quadrillion of full damage from the laser. It was really sad.
Fair and
It's like
balanced enemy.
classic laser crystal death.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't die in that one crystal caves that I played really weird. Like, it was like loop 4 or loop 5. I just had no idea what I was doing. I thought I was gonna have a death like that while I
There
was
was
clearing
another-
it.
There
There were
another
so
weird,
many times I thought you were gonna die. Like, holy shit.
yeah, Sparky did lose the spirit like more than 2 times more than Kid did.
Yeah.
but both of you lost spirit on pre-loop to the same bandit on 1-1 or 1-2 was it? I think it was the same small bandit. You both lost spirit then on 1-2.
Seeded attacks.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to make up
Yeah.
time because Kit was playing faster than me.
Kid was playing absolutely cracked on speed.
Oh, yeah,
Like, holy
Kid-
fuck.
Kid was just going ham, walking into all the enemies, just going complete psycho mode. It was really nice to watch.
Because, like, I know that Kid is a fast player, like, especially in early loops, so I was like, I'm also gonna play early loops as fast as I can. And I was, like, genuinely going as fast as I thought I could go. And then I looked over and Kit was, like, 4 areas ahead of me. I was
Yeah.
like, how is this possible?
The
Yeah.
lead kept bouncing from 4 to 2 areas throughout that entire run. It was basically hinging on whether Kit would lose spirit, having to play safe for you to be able to catch up, and that just wasn't happening. Kit was playing too well.
I feel like I could have gone faster on like Frozen City levels.
Oh my god.
With the amount of dogs,
Literally,
some
how?
of them were just too. It's too risky.
Yeah, the dog cities were kind of crazy. There's so many
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
dogs.
those
Loop
controls
6
are
Frozen
fine.
City levels were pretty dangerous with the dogs.
I was hoping to see a dog corpse death.
Dog corpses are patched on beta.
No!
No.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Also, the thing about the lasers is not fake. You can go ahead and test that in Nuclear Throne together right now.
That's
Really?
such cursed knowledge.
I'm surprised no one knows that.
So does it do less damage from
Yes,
further away?
Yes, the lasers deplete as they go with the distance. So at their peak distance before they disappear, they do less damage, and it's like a gradual change. So the further the enemy away is from the laser, it's like more than an entire screen away, but it does less damage. It can actually happen on Tron 1 where you're like walking down. That's why
Mhm.
I talked about it, because you were using the laser cannon, and I brought that up, and apparently no one knew that. Because like if you walk down, you can actually get that into effect where you're shooting the laser weapon and it's like barely doing any damage to Throne 1 because it hasn't walked down. But yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was just like really tanky for some reason.
Oh, so you did feel it.
Yeah, like it felt like it should have been at least 10 seconds shorter.
Yeah, because the laser cannon, I can't calculate it with laser brain, but it does like 150 or something damage. It does a lot of damage with laser cannon when you do a perfect shot, but at the distance, it's like maybe a heavy bolt worth of damage.
with
Probably
brain it's
more.
84 damage if you hit all the lasers.
That sounds a bit wrong.
Pretty
But
high.
maybe you're
That's
right.
nothing I expected.
It was a fun match.
Yeah, that,
But
that
when
was an awesome
enemies
match.
use lasers, yeah,
It
true.
was
When
an
enemy-
awesome match to watch.
Yeah, that was incredible. GG's by both of you. The melting round was just crazy. That was very, very impressive.